Hey, thank you for watching the taping here of one of my paintings, time lapse. I already got this painting started, so it's basically I'll just go over that real quick. I basically do all my black. Um, Everything just starts off black, one big outline of everything. I just kind of let things flow, and then I start filling things in from there. Sometimes light to dark, but on this one I went dark to light. Threw in a bunch of purples and oranges, and this tree is actually the series. Kind of, I've been doing messing with a lot of different colors in the trees, and then been watching Brittany Moody, she's a painter, but she's also a makeup artist. And watching her blends and some of the colors she's been using. So a lot of these trees is just me trying to like really throw some of those colors together. Watching other makeup artists has actually been kind of neat just to see how they blend colors and what they do. Not so much for the makeup or how the person looks, but just the use of color and stuff. So let's go ahead and get on this tree here. So you can see that I pretty much go dark to light here, and I throw in basically all my accents first. Like you can see just all the harsh whites already there, and some of the darks coming through to kind of separate what's in front of what. And then you'll see me just kind of go back in, and I start putting just orange. Why orange? I don't know. It's a cheap orange. I just go in really hard with it, and it kind of just like a marker, so I know what I want to stand out. So as you see me filling this in, it's like, okay, this is where I know where my lighting's coming from. And then I go back in and I'll tone things down, or go back in and wash things in and out. But you'll see right here, like it's just orange, and just it looks random, and it really kind of is. But it's just kind of that mentally building the image in my head as I'm putting it down. Like, okay, later on I'll come back in and I'm making notes on where I want things. And so like each tree's different, each one, and there's nothing's planned, nothing's really thrown out there. And then here I go in with the blue, which is gonna be the contrasting the backside, all the darks. Because sometimes when you see things in nature, like sometimes the darkest parts, there's always like a highlight somewhere in there. And then when I'm mixing all these colors, um, it's just I want these two extremes to just really be, make a meet in the middle somehow, and then it just adds for some really cool effects. And then you can see anything that's left black, I'll go back in with this really light blue, and then I'm actually mixing a deeper blue. Then there's the deep blue right there, and I'll go back in and blend in. I call it a cheap red. It's just like a watery cheap red paint before I go in and use the more expensive paints, because it's really I'm just trying to put something down for the later paints to really stick to as well. So you can hear I'm just starting to blend stuff in, and I'll go back and forth. And this is time lapse. I think this is like 2 hours of me painting, and we're down to 4 minutes, but there's just a lot of blendings and going back and forth with it. And then you'll see me come in with in a minute here with the bigger brush and green. I think I'm mixing oranges right now. You'll see me come back in a lot of stuff. You see me just come in with a really green, like a green wash, and that's really just to tone everything down. And I'll take it back. I'm gonna come in with the yellow first and do some highlighting over the orange, and just go over anything that's. I just want to get rid of that orange. Some of it will still come through, but it's just kind of you can see blends starting to take place. And here I come in with the yellow. I think I already did the green. It's just barely in there, and this green is so subtle, and it really. And then when I go in with this yellow, the yellows are all the highlights. This is definitely. This is my favorite part, I think, because this is like in the tree. I can really see where my light's coming from, and the tree's taking shape. And I'll come back in next with the really dark blue, and just wash, just blend some of these colors and make some other things pop. Before I go in with the leaves, I was gonna just leave this tree, but decided to just do the flowers, just to take up some of the space. And what this is, it's a piece of metal, and it's rusted and clear coated. So in here I come in with the flowers, and just kind of go with the light to dark thing. On the right side will be the dark flowers coming in, and the left side they'll be a little lighter. And flowers, blossoms, whatever you want to call them. And you'll see me coming really dark, and some branches. The branches that are actually in the background now are in the foreground branches, but once it's all covered up, it's not really going to matter too much. Nobody can even see where anything's going. Then you can see on the left how the blossoms get a little lighter, and I kind of bring them in. And there's, I don't even know, I should count these, how many I actually do. And there's quite a bit, and I try to lighten it up and blend it over.